Cancer, welcome to your reading for the month of February. There's really, really big things that are coming for you for this month. I wait until the tarot readings come to me. It's almost like a download that lets me know we are ready now. So it happened yesterday, and you were number one. So that is really, really cool. So this is for February. Cancer, dealing with a cancer, wherever you got cancer in your chart. From here onwards, I'm going to start giving you a little bit of work to do in your readings. And I'm telling you, it's really going to be to your benefit. Okay? It's really going to be to your benefit. So I'm going to start asking you to do some things, but those things are really going to be to your benefit. So you can either just watch the reading, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Or alternatively, if you really, really want to help yourself, then I would recommend that you do maybe, some of the journaling that's recommended and all that sort of stuff. All right. So before we get into the tarot for February, my beautiful, beautiful, amazing Cancerians, I am going to draw for you from the Dream Weaver's Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. This is the most beautiful oracle deck that I've ever seen in my life. I'm using it to teach my psychic development oracle card reading, very step-by-step, like all my coaching oracle card reading course that's starting on February the 22nd. All the details is down below in the description. You can check, there's a link for my website, it's just there. All right. So you've got 3 cards actually coming out, where initially I was thinking of only getting you 1. But you know what? Yes, this is a general reading, but take it as it resonates with you. All right? Take it as it resonates with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my impressions of the cards. I'm going to show you a little bit in the booklet on the screen what the book is saying, so you can pause the screen and read a little bit more. I'm not going to read everything for you. All right? But it says, let the fire dragons sleep. Now, what I first want to ask you, and this is very, very important, and when you look at a reading, I know we've come into this time, Cancer, where we on YouTube and we just scroll through readings, and oh, this is so interesting, and oh, this is so exciting, and no, I don't want to hear this right now. But when we actually take the time to really, really sit with a reading. So I would always recommend, it's about finding those, like I've got like maybe two or three tarot readers, I mean, there's many that I really like and really love and really respect, but there's like my go-tos, and if you feel that I'm one of your go-tos, then let's start working together, where one of the most powerful things that I want to encourage you to do is journaling. All right, so let the fire dragon sleep. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you the booklet. I'm not going to read you everything. I'm just going to give you the essential meaning, which says a warning: stay out of drama, respecting the consequences of possible dangerous outcomes, dealing with contrary people. All right. So Cancer, it's always so beautiful when people, I'm just showing the page up for you so you can pause it when you need to. It's always so beautiful for me, or let's rather say comical to me, when people speak about Cancer, because they're always like, oh, they're so benevolent, which I know is it's not the truest of truth, because I'm a Cancer and I'm not that benevolent, But you know what, Cancer, I feel it's stewing already, but in February there might be many of those situations, where, sometimes a person feels like you just want to cut a bitch. And I see a lot of that sort of feeling coming up for you in February. And this might be a time where, I'm not saying that you should turn the other cheek. It's more a space of stay out of the vicinity where maybe that even becomes an option. All right, because remember, there's a lot of things coming that you're not aware of. I really love this card. If the taste is sweet and good. And, to me, it's like a beehive, which literally even inspired me to get this tablecloth. I've got a yellow version of it as well. The yellow one is for the course coaching. But it's all this beautiful little details over here. And it's such a reminder that we are part of so much more. And Cancer, a lot of times, especially when your emotions get very out of tune and very erratic and stuff like that, you can really, really feel like you are the only person on this planet and that you've got no support. And you're going through all these challenges together. And so you are encouraged, my beautiful Cancers, to start opening your heart a bit more, and that means also opening your door a little bit more. That means starting to say yes to things that you might previously say no to, So let's say you've got a business like mine. where I basically work from home and, I determine my own time and that sort of things, which I really, really love. But there's a great sense of responsibility that goes with that as well. So let's say somebody, meet you and they really like you and they just want to hang out with you and they have a cup of coffee with you. We can easily go into that space of like, but you should pay me. All right. And so you want to open yourself almost to a, I can almost say, Cancer, before you answer things in February, what you want to do is you want to stop for a moment, you want to breathe, you want to center, maybe count to 10, count to 20 and ask yourself, shouldn't I maybe give a different response? Be open to a different outcome. So you have to give a different response. For whatever question you may have on your mind, Cancer, whatever that one burning question is, I'm going to draw you an angel answers card there in the end. So I want you to think of something quite open-ended, or rather ask it in an open-ended way so the universe can explain to you in a very broad way that will serve you really, really well. So that's card number 38, and it says, when things are as good as they seem, the blessings of life, being thankful for success, grace. When things are as good as they seem, the blessing of life, then being thankful for success, grace. So interesting how your tone of voice can completely change the meaning of something. So remember, I want you to, even if you're just looking at this reading first all the way through, I want you to please go back and to go and read these things. This booklet specifically has been exceptionally well written. There is new that's coming in for you in February. For many of you, there is spiritual ascension to that next level. And that, brings with you all the goodies, because I can sense that a lot of you in your heart, you are asking about love, Cancer. All right? And this ascension that's happening over here, it's like there is a pairing that is happening, how do I say this? It's like a divine pairing, especially for you. All right, like it's custom made for you, like it's bespoke, basically. All right, there is the beauty that I see that coming into your life. There is money. You can see, as I said in the beginning of the reading, there is so much that is coming in for you, my beautiful, beautiful Cancerians. Like you've got no idea. Like I already showed you this, didn't I? You've got no idea how it's like these helping hands are coming in. Left, right, and center, literally like these helping hands that are coming in, left, right, and center, just helping hands. And everything is just getting better. I see you, it's almost like, especially if you've been becoming very clear about what it is that you want, so if you've really been working on your manifestation, on your heart's desires, whether that is business, whether it's love, whether it's home, it can be some of those, it can be all of those, it can be some other things. The universe want to know, let it hurt you. When the grid became a pearl. And also, especially, I would say this next message is for Cancer, all of you dealing with Cancer, but your placement, but it's especially for July Cancers. Because a pearl is actually the birthday month stone of July. And pearls are really magical. It doesn't mean that it's not for the earlier Jans. For the June, my apologies, Cancers. What I just mean by that is that if it's June, the message should be that that you've actually been under pressure, because you might be concerned that you myself have to go through the pressure, or things are about to get worse, my beautiful, beautiful June Cancerians. But it's letting you know that no, things are actually about to get better for you, so you don't have to worry so much. Okay. If you are a July Cancer, it lets you know that things might actually go for you a lot sooner and a lot faster than you actually anticipated. All right. So the booklet for that, wait, what card is that? Number 27. This card is so beautiful. It says reinvention. There we go. Learning from past mistakes, surrendering to the lesson with grace and maturity. Spiritual maturity, mental maturity, emotional maturity. I really sense you becoming that person that it's like, breathe, you got this, I love this. It's like you are this totally different person. You're just on this new level, like you on a next level. Like when people talk about you, they're like, that Cancer is on the next level, my people. All right, let's draw you a tarot card for that. Let's see what that is all about. What's going on over there? All right. So we got 2 cards that came out. One is upside down. So we're first going to look at the one that just presented itself. It's an Ace of Cups. It's an opening of someone's heart here for you. All right. People's hearts are opening towards you. All right. People's hearts are opening towards you, my beautiful Cancerian. So if you've maybe been feeling that you've been having to, in many ways maybe walk the road alone, if you've been feeling very unsupported, if you've been asking, that source, God, universe, source, whatever name you use, I can really do with a hand over here. I feel that this hand is now coming about for you. All right. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that like your biggest obstacle, the biggest thing that is blocking you, Cancer, is a concern over money. Concern over, will I have enough time? Do I have enough money? Can I take some time off? What if things don't work out? So it seems like there's quite a bit of self-doubt that is happening here as well, which actually confirms this message over here, if the taste is sweet and good, because the thing about life is once you experience something that's really good, I mean, you don't want to lose it. It's only logical sort of human sense. You don't want to lose it. You prefer to hold on to it. You prefer it to expand and experience. So there is quite a tremendous amount of fear that is taking place here, Cancer. But what I can also tell you is that sort of feeling is also very in alignment with going to that next level, because your soul already knows. Your soul already knows. So it is even though things still have to come into physicality, the soul's already aware of it. So the soul gets excited, but so the consciousness has almost like emotions and things that it's expected to deal with, but it doesn't really know what it is, type of thing. All right. It's almost like when people sometimes speak about life testing you. It is sort of like your subconscious saying, okay, do you really want to do this? Because, it's like, you're getting to sort of like, past the point of no return, So what are you going to do now that you're at the past of point of no return? Probably my favorite crystals is recommended to you. This is your guidance from Gaia. Remember, we live on planet Earth. There is something we forget sometimes in this thing with spirituality that can become almost beyond fascinating. You are still living on planet Earth. And Mother Earth is recommending to you, the fairy realm, the divas of the earth is recommending to you that you apply some flexibility. Okay? That you take things a little bit easily on yourself, that you don't go a little bit too over the top with yourself, all right? Be like a willow tree and bend a little bit. Oh my goodness, my ABCs are off again. All right? In your power. Flexibility is being within your power. All right? Being inflexible is sometimes a way in which we sabotage ourselves, and then we mistake that for standing in our power. It says this is a vulnerable time for you. Okay? And the divas, the earth energies are asking you to work with them closely to receive the support you require to achieve this flexibility. All right? As you go more with the flow, feel the new sense of freedom and expansion that comes with the willingness to be open and flexible. In life, if we're not open to being flexible, we get stuck. And we fall behind. Because life in itself, it's an essence, it's an energy that is moving forward. So what guidance do we have, please, for my beautiful Cancerians on this life path during the month of February? You are getting so much more than you are aware of. That is just the thing. And look at this card. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Live in the moment. I feel like that is the big thing for you, Cancer, especially, throughout February. But starting now, whenever you see this, even if it's not February, trust that you're getting it at the right time. I feel that you need to live in the moment a little bit more. Maybe I feel you're a bit scattered, all over the place, but thinly spread. All right? What is that one question on your mind? What is that one fear? I want you to ask it. Okay, it's coming out right away. But a good thing also, when you do ask from the universe, always ask in a way that is could be open-ended. Yes, no, maybe, possibly, perhaps, rather do this, rather do that. You open yourself to more. All right? That's actually what I speak in my upcoming spiritual development oracle cards reading course. There's a link about it in the description, or you can check out my website. There's a link for it. Choose a new direction. And choosing a new direction doesn't mean that your plans of the past were all bad and they're never going to work out and they're horrible and they're terrible and and you messed up. It's none of those things. All it's saying, Cancer, is that you tried things a certain way and you might actually benefit from now trying it a different way. And being open to that. You don't even have to know what it is. You are asked to be open to it. Open to the idea that the universe might have a better plan here for you. So don't just discard sort of like any new suggestions or anything like that that's coming up. There might be something there. All right. Let's get a message from Spirit. I'm using my beautiful prayer box. I've had this box for more than 4 years. Really works some magic, but I've got a new one as well. I do my prayers in there. This is some ancient past healing for myself that I'm doing. And then also, if you're in South Africa and you're interested, I've got a couple of different ones of them. A beautiful friend of mine makes them. She practices ancient Egyptian magic. So that's all infused into these prayer boxes. And they can only be used for good. That's the beautiful thing about them. They can only be used for positive good, And the more you work with them, the more they work with you. I've been placing my tarot cards, for example, different decks in them for messages from Spirit. Because tarot is a way, in which the universe speaks to you. There's in some of my courses. There's links in the description. And it's really, I would say it's highly recommended. So if any of you in South Africa and you're interested, there's different sizes. You can let me know. And, can let you see what we have. You can decide from there. Be very flexible during the month of February, Cancerian. Very flexible. It's a time of being open to the unexpected, and it's a time to be open to the new, and it's a time to take some chances, all right? To, I would almost say, live a little. Okay? Let's wrap it up with a final message there from Source. For Cancer, please. For the month of February, what do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? And this is obviously wherever you have Cancers in your chart, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon. Card at the bottom, what will be your challenge? Okay. Yep, adapting to a new thought pattern, a new way of being. So your challenge is, it's kind of like just going, I feel you're very in your mind about things here. Like yes, I really want to do this, but let me think about it 20 minutes first, And then in 20 minutes is done, you're like, oh my goodness, I need another 25 type of thing. So your challenge is actually during February, my beautiful Cancerians, your challenge is allowing your mind to adapt to a different possibility, a different outcome. So you want to be very open-minded during the month of February, because it's very unexpected things that are coming your way. And initially because you need some time to adapt to things. And so instead of saying no, you might want to say things like, I need a little time to think about that. Let me come back to you about it. Can it take 2 or 3 days? All right. And if you're dealing with the right crowd, and obviously depending on the circumstances, they're going to give that to you. Or maybe come up with a, equally beneficial alternative perhaps. All right. So take it easy, take it breezy during February. There's a lot that's happening for you. There's a lot that's coming in. Keep your nose clean, stay out of trouble, leave other people's business. If it's dangerous for you to go somewhere or to do something and you can avoid it, just don't go. All right? It's not really a time to sort of like assert your dominance. I feel there's a little bit of an aggro space that's happening here for you. So you want to be very conscious of, being grateful for the small things, reminding yourself of the beautiful things in life, staying in your lane, doing some introspection, some real deep introspection, taking the time to contemplate, where might my fear with money come on? Which ways can I still open my heart? All right? How might I be closed off to others that maybe want to invest in my business, that are open to my product? You are ready. You are so super ready. And even the angels are saying, choose a new direction. So there's something new that's coming your way. And it's going to scare you. It's going to scare you. But it will really take your life in such a beautiful, positive, different direction. It will be like you alive for like the very first time. Okay? Take that as it resonates, my beautiful Cancerians. I hope that it helps. I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And if you're interested in my courses or my personal services, everything is down below in the description. See you next time.